Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna make a video on what is growing in the greenhouse, which I seldom use these days, and also on what is growing on around the garden as far as young plants, starters, and infants. Some changes that have been made over the last few months. So these are new purchases. Yesterday we went to the nursery and I saw this new black sapote variety that I hadn't seen before, called Black Tahiti. And you know what us fruit tree addicts have to do? We just have to get it. So it looks like it's in good shape, and it's up to me now to keep it in good shape for the next year or two, for it to get established or get acclimated. And I also got a seedling mango. Yeah, a Kensington Pride Bowen. So I've already had about 3 or 4 of these over the years, and they all perished. And now I have a grafted one. I've actually got 2 grafted ones in the ground, which you've already seen in previous videos. And this is the first seedling in quite a long time. Here I've got some tamarillos which I propagated back in late July. If you remember when I lost those branches from my red tamarillo and I got the cuttings, well, here they are. We lost 1, 2, 3. So out of the 18 we lost 3. Anyway, this is basically an experiment I did just to show how easy it is to propagate subtropical trees in Melbourne over winter. Yeah, dead center in winter. 15 out of 18 without any babying at all. Just plain old dirt. And I gave it 1 drink of seaweed. So here's another one I got yesterday. That's a passion fruit. Still trying to get my passion fruits. It's a black one. Black passion fruit. So we'll see how that does. I've tried 3 of these and I've lost them. I lose them to earwigs. The earwigs get them whilst they're establishing. And earwigs, I think in America you call them, what do you call them there? Can't remember now. But they look like they've got little claws, like lobsters, and they just snip the leaves off. And here I got some tomato starters, which will go in the ground next week. A few heirlooms. I don't bother with seeds. I don't have the patience. I did that in the early days. Some zucchini, some beans, some perennial leek. We like perennial plants because I'm a lazy gardener. Some sugar cane cuttings, waiting for them to shoot, just keeping them in water. And my first purple guava. Yeah, I found this yesterday. It was a pretty good price, $15. All right, so that's what's going on in the greenhouse. This here is a jujube that I got last summer, at the end of summer. As you can see, there's the graft, and it's just woken up. Yeah, just woken up. It's a Lee variety, the large size jujube. So I was really rapt to find this. last early autumn. So look how expensive these plants are in Australia. Look at that. Can you believe it? $130. That's like 1 month's salary in developing countries like the Philippines and so on. So anyway, there's a little stick called Lee Jujube. This morning we had a record low for this year. I believe it got down to close to 0 degrees Celsius, and the same for tonight. So this peanut butter fruit tree is just managing to hang on. I could have it in the greenhouse, but I wanted to get acclimated. Oh, there's another leaf gone. I want these guys to get acclimated. Either they can do it, or they're just, not made to be here. But overall, it's looking like it'll come back just fine. Just fine. This is the red Malaysian. Looks like it got knocked back quite a bit in August. Late August, early September. It's only left with 3 leaves. It had like 20 leaves a month ago. So that'll come back too. It's already showing signs of bud swell. Anyway, and here is my little Chico Sapodi or Sapodia, and I got this one as a gift last summer. Didn't do anything at all for the last 9 months in this little pot. Not much at all. So it looks like I'm gonna have to make a strategic change for it. But they've survived through winter. That's the main thing. Getting acclimated. The China pear also dropped its leaves. Guava. But it's only got 3 left. But look at that. New growth on its way. It's hard to see. New growth. There you go, right there. See that? That's what I mean about being acclimated. Thank you very much. So it looks dead, but guess what? In a month it'll be full of new leaves. China pear guava. And this is the Mexican cream, which probably did the best out of all these little baby guavas. Didn't lose any leaves. None. So, yeah, look at that. Not a problem. And here is my wax jambu, take 2. I had one of these 6 years ago and I lost it to root rot. I've lost most of my subtropical fruit trees to root rot. These damn pots just don't drain so well. I don't know why. They got holes, the soil is premium, and they still get root rot in winter. Anyway, this is the second one. Still doing very well. The previous one survived like 3 winters and then died. This is the first winter for this guy, and it did really well. Look at that. It's like no sign of winter damage whatsoever. 0. It's actually looking superb. Here I've got a little Suriname cherry. I don't know why I got this. I guess I got it as a backup. I've already got another one in the ground, which is 6 years old and doing quite well. So this one did fairly well over winter as well. And this is let's see if I can pronounce that. Goluska Azerbaijani variety of pomegranate. So this one I bought last summer as a novelty. That's the third pomegranate I have. And look at these guys. They're not even aware of winter. This just woke up 2 weeks ago from winter dormancy. Looking suburb. And here is a lemonade tree, which is definitely not an infant. I've had this guy for 6 years, and what a life he's had. He's been in and out of the ground and in and out of pots like almost every year in those 6 years. You can't kill these guys, man. You can't kill them. Look what they do after all that hard life. They bounce back with all these beautiful flowers and, well, fruit. Here we go. Look at that. Right there. I planted it in, I had it in a pot for a year, about 6 years ago. Then I had it in the ground for a year. Then I put it back in a pot for a year. And then it was in the ground for 2 years. And now I've got it back in the pot again. And what does it do? It sends out new fruit, that's what. Try that with any other, subtropical tree, like this lemonade. Yeah. And this here is the Native American pawpaw, which I put in the ground last month. Any day now it's ready to shoot out green leaf, green tips. I saw them at the nursery yesterday and they had already opened up. And this one, it looks like it's going to open up by the weekend. And I got the other one here too. So yeah, looking very healthy, very healthy. You can see from the buds here that it's ready to go, ready for business. Native American pawpaw. And the last one from the babies or from the problem trees that I've had over the years is this longan. And boy, has this been a problem. I got this longan 5 or 6 years ago. And it's been in a pot, it was in a pot for right up till a month ago. I decided to put it in the ground to see if that changes its chances. It just hasn't done anything in 5 years in a pot. So I cut it back. And now waiting to see what it's going to do in the ground. Longan. What do you guys think about the longan in Melbourne in a temperate climate? I've seen a couple of guys with good results, but I don't know what they did. So yeah, that's about it. And here I have a Allison Red Dwarf Kensington Pride, which died back over winter. I had to cut it right there, but it looks like it's going to come back. It's just above the graft. There's the graft there. So yeah, the results have been, well, I would say 80% positive with what I've shown you, maybe 90%. Thanks for watching, guys. Whew. Hope you're all enjoying the start of spring. I sure am. Feasting on all these oranges. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. All the people that want to know about temperate gardening, subtropical gardening, I mean, in a temperate climate. Thanks. Oh, by the way, we have a few more ice cream beans left before we cut off. Look at that. These were coming since May. They're the lucky last ones. So if you're in Melbourne, you'll get ice cream beans between May and September. Sayonara.